What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about Brandon Ingram. But first, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description and in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description and comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support, but also check out my t-shirts. If you're interested in one, you can message me on Facebook and I can send you one out. Thanks for the support. I'm gone. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. Today I want to talk about Brandon Ingram, a guy that had a lot of hype, a guy that was the #2 overall pick by the Los Angeles Lakers, deemed to be the heir apparent to Kobe, the guy that was going to change the franchise, the guy that was going to become one of the best players in the league, a guy that gives a lot of comparisons to Kevin Durant, to me, the best player in the league as of today. And, let's talk about him and his roster. I'll let you guys know a little bit of how I thought when LeBron signed to the Lakers about how I think this fit going to work. But obviously the roster wasn't finished, and now we're starting to see some semblance of how this roster is going to be going into next season after they made some more moves. So I definitely think that Brandon Ingram had a breakout year last year. Was it an all-star year? Was it a superstar year? No. But he was able to get 59 games and 59 starts. He was able to build chemistry, get comfortable, and also when Lonzo Ball went down, handle the ball, become a decision maker, become a playmaker. And not only that, he was able to still score the basketball at a 47% clip while still giving you 39% from three, which is all career highs. He showed that he was going to be dominant in Summer League. Then he went out, and then he came out this season and just had his best season all across the board. He had a significant increase in rebounds from 4 to 5, in assists from 2.1 to 3.9, and also in points from 9.4 to 16.1. Brandon Ingram basically improved significantly, and he showed that superstar potential more than he did last year. Last year, he was still filling out, still trying to find his game, still trying to find what he can get away with, what he couldn't do, still trying to find ways to score, and we seen him have, a disappointment year for a #2 pick, but he did have a lot of pressure. And last year, he showed that he can still be a superstar in this league. Now, I definitely think the LeBron James effect will make him better. He's going to be in better situations. He's going to get better looks, and that should help increase his efficiency. And he might even get more touches at the end of the day. It might sound crazy. Oh, they got LeBron. But LeBron is good at making players better, getting them open shots, getting them easy baskets. He can talk to them. He can help them in film sessions. He can break down the game. He can accelerate the growth of Brandon Ingram, not only because they play the same position, but because he's been in the league and one of the most dominant players in the league for the last 15 years. And at the end of the day, he can spread a lot of this knowledge and help the growth of Brandon Ingram go to that next level. Not only that, though, you gotta realize that Rondo is a player that always looking for the open guy and making players better. Even though he always had a knock on him for holding the ball a lot, you can also say the same thing about Lonzo Ball. He went down, Brandon Ingram put up his best numbers, but when he was on the court, they actually played well together. They wasn't the best team, they wasn't the championship team, but for them to be playing for the first time this year together, I only can expect that to get better as they continue to play with each other and build that chemistry with this roster that they have now. He hasn't really shot enough threes. 1.8 threes ain't enough to say that he's a knockdown three-point shooter because he didn't shoot that many. But when he did shoot it, he was able to knock it down. I expect his three-point shots to go up, considering that he's going to be playing off the ball a lot more than he did last year. And that's going to be a game that they all going to have to improve on. It was one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league. But that's something that they all going to have to improve on because they're all going to be playing off ball. And with that pace and space that Luke Walton likes to do, where there's a lot of pass and a lot of movement, everybody's going to have to be a weapon on the court, which at the end of the day is a good thing. Because if you pass the ball, you might not have the best shot, but you have the confidence in your teammates to take or make those shots because you've seen it in practice and you've been seeing it through the game. Plus, you have to trust them. At the end of the day, y'all all NBA players. Y'all all starting for a reason. Y'all playing in the NBA for a reason. So you should be able to knock down these shots so easily. And like I said, Lou Walton is a guy that loves the pace and space. It's going to be a lot of pick and roll. It's going to be a lot of three-point shots. There's going to be a lot of transition. And that's something that Brandon Ingram should thrive in. And playing in transition with guys like Rondo, Lonzo Ball, and LeBron, he's going to get a lot of easy layups and dunks just because of that. Now, the biggest problem with Brandon Ingram not having a breakout year is going to be basically him not getting enough touches. I think that's going to be the opposite. I feel like he's going to get a lot of the touches if he gets the minutes, but at the same time, them bringing in Lance, them bringing in Beasley, them bringing in LeBron can actually hinder him to the point where he doesn't have to do as much and he's not required to do as much because he has so much talent on his roster compared to last year when they needed him to step up more just to have a better chance of winning. This year, he can probably take a step back because of LeBron and the other players that they brought in. Plus, Josh Hart is a guy that likes to come in and get buckets. You can say the same thing about Michael Beasley as ball stoppers and guys that likes to come in and give you a punch. But you can also say the same thing about Kyle Kuzma. He's a guy that comes in and wants to shoot and score also, which can hurt, Brandon Ingram development at the end of the day because, you got people that play the same position and they all going to be gunning to score coming off that bench. Now, this team can still have a high potential. Obviously, with these players being able to play multiple positions, the 2, the 3, the 4, and some of their guards can play the 1, the 2, and the 3, whether that's offensively or even just guarding that particular position. So this is going to be a tougher team to guard. Brandon Ingram has shown huge strides in being a better defender, especially using his length to block and get steals. Even on jump shots, even just when people beat him off the dribble, his ability to use his length and his size to jump quick or just to get a good touch on that ball and get the blocks. I feel like defensively, this guy can be an all NBA defender once he's continued to bulk up because he's 6'9", 190. If he's 6'9", 190, that's crazy because I'm not even close to being 6'9". I'm already 187. And that's a bad thing. His body definitely got to continue to improve. I feel like he has been finishing. He has to be a little bit more smarter going to the basket because he is small and weak compared to the other players that play inside at that 3, 4, and 5 position. They're more 280 and 250. They can really knock him around and get easy baskets. But not only that, it's hard for him because they can knock him off his dribble. They can push him off his spots. And they can stop him from getting to the basket because they can close that gap if he get the first step with physicality. So that's something that I want him to continue to improve on. They said they want him to eat as much as he can, and then turn it into muscle. And if he's able to do that, that will celebrate his growth. But LeBron James is one of those guys that has it already up here. He already has one of the best work ethics. He's one of the person that always talking about you got to watch what you eat, watch what you do for your body. He's one of the best players in shape. Played the most minutes last season. Played the most minutes. Was able to give you 39 and 9 basically. Even in the playoffs, he was able to get even better in the playoffs against some of the best teams. We've seen one of the best playoff runs from LeBron. So from who else is the best person to get this type of ice from than your own teammate LeBron James, one of the guys that has one of the best bodies, has not that less body fat, a lot of muscle, and also one of the best players that's in shape. Why not pick his brain and try to get better, eat better? And they already starting the body fat thing. Magic Johnson said we all got to cut that down last season. And then they became one of the best ones body fat wise this year. So I can definitely see them utilizing LeBron to help them get to that next level body wise while also enhancing their brain basketball IQ wise. Because, if you're young and you have a player like LeBron, it's an honor to play with a guy like that, especially because he's still one of the best players in the league. But not only that, pick his brain, learn, grow, and try to become the best player you can. And I think that this season can be either a hit or a miss for Brandon Ingram. Will he take that next step and be a superstar? Will he take that next step and at least be an all-star? Or will he continue to improve his numbers like he did last season? It might not be a superstar improvement, but it can be 18, 19, 20 points a game, being a solid second player to LeBron, since obviously Lonzo Ball and Caldwell Pope isn't go-to scorers, isn't guys that create their own shot that much, but Brandon Ingram and LeBron is, and they're going to have to play together, and this is the team that they're trying to build around. I can definitely see them keeping Brandon Ingram for a little longer, especially because he's one of the guys with the highest upside, and adding a guy like LeBron can either hinder or accelerate his growth. But like I said, he made Mo Williams into an all-star. He made a lot of people a lot better than what they really was, in Cleveland, in Miami, and even going back to Cleveland. We've seen LeBron James, make players something that other coaches and other teams couldn't do. And maybe he can do that from Brandon Ingram, or maybe he takes a lot of more shine and a lot of more touches and a lot of more opportunities from Brandon Ingram, and that ends up hindering him to the point where he doesn't develop, or they don't need him as much because they have LeBron, which, that's less he has to do. That's what less of a workload. And, maybe he just has a solid season at best. And we just talk about LeBron and what he has done for the Lakers and how he has got them to the playoffs, and everybody forgets about Brandon Ingram. Maybe that does happen. We don't know. So check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think about Brandon Ingram playing with LeBron James. Will it help him? Will it hinder him? Or will he have to do really less than he did last year? And maybe it's better because they still win, or maybe it's just bad for him because he's not going to be the player to the best of his ability, which can hinder him.